I'm going to talk a little bit and review this new Sage 1 rod that they just came out with this spring. And for the last couple of years I've been looking for a quicker rod and really haven't found what I've been looking for until Sage came out with this particular new model, the 1 rod. And one of the things I really like about this rod is it's got an incredibly thin profile. It's not only a quick rod, which Sage has been known for a number of years, but it's also one of the more sensitive rods that they've built in a long time, which for me is really important. One of the things that I've felt over the years in fast rods, and that goes for a lot of other manufacturers as well, is the rods and being quick lost some sensitivity, and that goes for some of the Sage rods as well. And this particular rod is not only quick, but it is really sensitive in the hand. It also has, like I said, a very thin profile, which in the wind I think is very important. It throws and tracks like no other rod that I have ever thrown. I've always been a fan of quite slow rods, and that is definitely one thing that is hard to control with slower graphite rods is the accuracy some, because they don't track like some of the faster graphites. But again, I've kind of shied away from faster graphites because I just didn't like the way they felt. They throw just fine. You can throw a lot of line. However, to me, what the rod feels like in your hand is a very important component to that. So this rod not only is light, tracks really well, it's also kind of unique that it's black. It's the first black rod that I think that I've ever seen, which I think is also pretty cool. Just got back from the green and fished the 9-foot 4-weight, which is one of the rods that I just purchased to fill my fast rod quiver, so to speak. I also have a 6 on the way for Argentina, and I was really impressed with how well it fished small dry flies, light tippets. Primarily that's what I got this rod for, was all-around rod for fishing smaller streams. Even spring creeks like Silver Creek and Henry's Fork were using light tippets and small flies, and I was super impressed at how well it handled fishing smaller flies and light tippets. It's really easy to make a very nice delicate presentation, has a nice sensitive tip to it, so I've been very, very impressed with this rod. Of all the rods Sage has made, actually probably in the last 10 or 15 years, actually I have to go all the way back to the LL and the SP, were the last rods that I really liked by this particular company. And this new 1 rod, however, this is a game changer. It's an amazing rod. For a quick rod, I'm very, very impressed.